In a second.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Here.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Here.
Commissioner Frank O'Donnell.
Here.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Here.
And Mayor Denise McGriff.
I am present. Thank you. This evening, we have a number of items on our agenda. The first one being the excitement of the swearing in of folks. But first of all, may I ask you to please rise and join me in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. I guess we still have our iPads, but we don't have any other signals, so. All right, so this evening, along with Captain Davis, it is going to be my pleasure to swear into office our new Oregon City Police Captain, Sergeant, and Officer. Would you like to say anything, sir?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. We're here tonight to recognize one officer who's getting promoted to captain, one to sergeant, and a new officer. It's really good to see the overwhelming support from family and friends here for these officers, because it's a really important job, and we're thankful you're here, so thank you. So you guys can come up here, I'll say a few things about them, and then we can get them sworn in.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not too hot in here tonight. Last time we did this, we had a little issue with people being too warm.
So Officer Eduardo Arias, he graduated from Beaverton High School. He worked at the U.S. Infrastructure, where he was most recently a supervisor. Eddie's been interested in becoming a police officer since he's been a very young man, and he's living out his dream. Here tonight is his wife, Bianca, his family.
Raise your hand.
Yep.
So we know who you are.
His mom, stepdad, siblings, cousins, family, in-laws. I think there's about 25 here for him. So
everybody in that family, please raise your hand so we know who you are. Hi, thank you.
Next, we have Sergeant Kevin Carlson. He started as a cadet with Gresham and was hired as a reserve officer with us in July of 2011. And then we hired him full-time shortly after that in April 2012. 2015, Kevin went to work for Gresham, and then he realized he wanted to come back to us.
Absolutely.
And he came back to us in January 2022, quickly became a detective, and he was promoted to sergeant on July 3rd, 2023. Here today is his wife, Megan, his daughter, Mason, and plus a lot of family and friends.
All right, those folks, raise your hands so we know who you are. Thank you.
All right, and finally, we got Captain Joseph Pagano. He was hired with us in April 2012. He's been a patrol officer, a detective, patrol sergeant, and Captain Pagano was promoted to captain on July 17th, just a couple days ago. Captain Pagano has a bachelor's of science from University of Portland and a master's of science in strategic leadership from University of Charleston, which he just completed. Here tonight is his wife, Allison, his daughters, Brooklyn and Josephine, his parents, Mark and Linda, his in-laws, John and Debbie, sister Angie, sister-in-law, Sarah, and some nieces and nephews, Connor, Scarlett, Henry, and Jameson, along with family and friends.
All right, Pagano family, let's see those hands go up. Okay, thank you.
And that's all I got.
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with our new captain. And you've got your prompt over there. So please raise your right hand and go ahead and repeat this, please.
I, Joseph Pagano, do solemnly swear that I will uphold the law and support the Constitution of the United States. Abide by the law enforcement code of ethics and the department's rules and regulations, while faithfully performing my duties as a police captain of Oregon City, Oregon.
Great, thank you and congratulations. We're going to do a photo op. Right, next. Sergeant Carlson, raise your right hand.
I, Kevin Carlson, do solemnly swear that I will uphold the law and support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Oregon. I will abide by the law enforcement code of ethics and the department's rules and regulations, while faithfully performing my duties as a police sergeant for Oregon City, Oregon.
Thank you. Congratulations. And of course, we saved the best for last, right? So here's your prompt. Here, let's move this over so he can sign his name. Please raise your right hand, Officer Uris.
I, Eduardo Diaz, solemnly swear that I will uphold the law, support the Constitution of the United States and the state of Oregon. I will abide by the law enforcement code of ethics and
of the Department, rules, and regulations, while faithfully performing my duties as a police officer, Oregon City, Oregon.
Congratulations. So we're going to get a photo, please, Doug. So I would love it if the chief band would come up. So we're going to do our picture, and we'll have Captain Davis in the picture.
If I could add one last thing.
Yes, please add
Officer Sydney
whatever.
Oden, it's her last day of FTEP, so.
Who?
Sydney Oden. So you'll see her after today working day shift.
All right, photo time. Come on, guys.
Shift this group a little bit to center under.
So we have to like shift which
There you go.
side we're going.
There you go.
Right here. You can't all be on one hand, so is everybody over there? Okay, two. All right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Excitement. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, families, for coming. We really appreciate this. It's really an exciting time for us to be doing this, and we're so happy that we have more folks on the streets.
Why are we?
Because it's exciting.
What was that announcement that Sean made at the end about? Finishing up her training, I think. Some training that she just finished.
Well, that was exciting. And then, no, I mean, this is the boring part for them. They gotta go do parties and do all that, so. We'll just give folks just a moment. All right. She's got them up her sleeve. All right. Okay, so we're going to go back to the regular agenda. And next on our agenda is item 3B, and it is a proclamation for Disability Pride Month. So whereas in July of 1990, the Americans with Disability Act was signed into law, and whereas the month of July was chosen to honor the enactment of this groundbreaking law, and whereas it is important to take time to reflect on the disability rights movement and the progress that has been made, and whereas the City of Oregon City recognized that one of its greatest strengths is the diversity of its citizens, and whereas the City of Oregon City believes in the dignity of all disabled individuals, supporting equity, and ensuring that acts of discrimination will not be tolerated, and whereas disabled individuals contribute to our community's success and strength in a great number of immeasurable ways, and whereas disabled individuals continue to face discrimination for something that is out of their control and for being who they are, and they continue to be a target of violence and harassment and continue to persist through the efforts of the disabled community and support community agencies, businesses, and individual allies. And whereas discrimination on the basis of disability is often compounded with discrimination based on race, sexual orientation, and gender identity, immigration status, religion, and age, among others. Now, I therefore, Denise C. McGriff, Mayor of the City of Oregon City, do proclaim July 2023 as Disability Pride Month and encourage all individuals in our city to join in celebrating diversity and promoting inclusion and equity, and call upon the people of Oregon City to join with their fellow citizens in recognition of this passage of this important law that occurred in 1990. I will sign this on the 19th day of July 2023. Thank you. And we have a copy for the library, of course. and their wonderful display. All right, so next on the agenda is citizen comments, and we have two items, and I'd like to take Ms. Dahlstrid, please.
Thank you all. With no subtitles and no hits, I kind of had to guess when it was my turn. So when I saw the eye contact, I appreciate it. Frank, I have a gift for you. I'm here just to bring attention to gossip that took us down a little rabbit hole. I've been dying to find out what's going on with the U.S. Bank building because of all the construction on it. I'm thinking, what's going on? I went to my U.S. Bank, asked them, what's going on, you guys? So you kind of have to ask younger people to dig this up. There has been a type 2 land use application number 22E31AB03000 at 901 Main Street. I have huge compassion for mentally ill. I've lived with a Vietnam vet, spent 22 years up at VA hospital. I know mental illness. I know crisis during those times. I also ran a business in downtown Portland, an old town, for 18 years. I know the value of like neighbors. Even when it's tough around you, you need to have retail begets retail, restaurants beget restaurants. They all drive customers. The application is seeking to turn a very significant piece of retail into a application for a residential care facility for behavioral crisis for 15-bed short stays for people that are in mental crisis. I know that area. I know that road very well. You need to be near a hospital because that is your first avenue that is taken, not downtown Oregon City. I also know as a retailer, if that popped up across the street from me or right next door, I would be renegotiating my lease so fast you couldn't believe it. And believe me, I'd be getting it for skeleton key prices because no one's going to be hanging down there. We are now watching the neck of our city, which is the old fiberglass plant, turning into I don't know the true word for it because it's never been fully described, but it's certainly not begetting more business, tourism business. That's what we need in this town. That's what we need downtown. We don't need our health and county and state. By the way, this will be state run. So there's a huge money grab for those wonderful state dollars. It will destroy our downtown because I think you can tell exactly why, because you have a business plan, you bring business people in there. Medical people and medical facilities are usually gathered around each other. That's why we have Pill Hill. Thank you, Vetch. I appreciate it. I think you should speak to your city manager. I don't know when this came up, but it should have been brought to someone's attention immediately. It's been going on for a long time, the remodel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Deep breath. Question, comment? Okay. Marty Kehoe.
Thank you. I'm a home builder, and I wanted to talk about service development charges. We're doing a project up on Holmes Lane, just down from Malala, and it's 60 townhouses, and the service development charges for the project are almost just slightly under $2 million for 60 homes, which is just really heavy. The problem we have now is that in the last year or so, as many of you probably know, there's a banking crisis going on, and there's a financing crisis.
I'm sorry if I could interrupt real quick. This is one of the agenda items, I believe, that they're going to discuss during public hearing.
Is it down in our public?
This is the request for the,
There's nothing under public hearings.
under general business.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll come up on the agenda later.
Yep.
Never mind.
You'll have your opportunity when we get to
Oh,
that item.
9C, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get you back, sorry about that. Yes, we definitely can hear now, huh? The echo in the room. All right, excuse me. The break now?
We might want to take a break while I get the volume under control. The system has completely crashed. I've lost control of the TVs and the sound is going to do other things that I don't have any control over.
And we can't see the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so let's take a break. I don't know when we'll come back because it depends on what Jacob says. So sorry about that. So hang tight.